had this all planned out. I was going to do a stream. I was going to do a stream 2.5 hours ago. Saying that Dry Feb is around the corner and I'm going to be doing it again. And I'm going to be doing it again. That's a guarantee. And after today, I'm going to be going strong and hard. Because there's one thing that happened today, and as you've read in the title there, it's Jim Button passed away. Some people may not know who Jim Button is, and that's perfectly fine. There's other people that do know who Jim Button is, and their lives are so much better because of it. Mine is. Jim Button actually had the time for everyone. As he says in one of his final blogs, he collected friends. And he did. Boy, did he ever. He collected a lot of friends. Me being one of them. He helped show basically what everything was, how it was, and he showed compassion, he showed kindness, he showed calming, he showed patience, he showed everything you'd want to see in a person, and he showed that and more. He reached out and he did live events. He made a fool of himself on the stage only to make sure that it was one of those things that you enjoyed. He was a owner of a brewery. He was a founder of Village Brewing. He had his hands in the craft beer industry in Calgary for a very, very long time, and he showed it. He started a wonderful beer program called Village Friends, where he would go and pick a brewery that's just starting and upcoming, brew with them, and give them a part of the proceeds of that beer to help them out with their own brewery to grow. He never strayed from being someone who wouldn't lend a hand. He was, as we put it, or as a lot of people put it, and I totally agree with it, he was a unicorn. He was a man that basically made sure that you were happy. He had a smile on his face and everything else like that. I can't say a single bad thing about that man. At all. He was one of the people that started the Nut Raiser. And if you don't know what the Nut Raiser is, do a search for hashtag Nut Raiser or Nut Raiser in my channel and you will see what the Nut Raiser is. It was a charity where basically you bought a beer for $100. All of it going to the Prostate Cancer Foundation. And you got to have this beer. But this wasn't any old, ordinary beer. This wasn't any old, run-of-the-mill, we put a little bit of something in it, which they did. But they made it into the very first Thursday of the Stampede. It was this stuff, there was this organization or this charity event that basically you go to see and you go and have this beer for $100 that contained prairie oysters. I'd say Google it, but I'll tell you what it is if you don't know what prairie oysters are. It's bull's balls. They were made with bull's testicles. But he also had three celebrities local to Calgary going and making their own, or two celebrities, or whatever else. I went one, two, three, 4 of the years. One of the years they actually had it where they brought the nut raiser to your house, or they brought the beer to your house, and you got to enjoy it in a special commemorative the crowler. And I think I may have recycled mine. I shouldn't have, but I did. Um, it was a cleaning frenzy. But I did that. And I got to meet some great people in there. I got to meet some wonderful folks there. And I actually got to finally see people like Jerry Forbes from CJ92 there. I got to meet Bret Hart. I got to meet other folks there that before I knew they were so far gone on the political trail that they were actually seemed to be decent. But they really weren't. But that's a different story. I got a chance to say thank you over the internet to him before he passed. He was in the hospice for a very long time because there's nothing more that they could have done for him, and so they made his life very comfortable. He thought he was going to be no longer on this earth before Christmas, so they did a special Christmas for him. However, he was here past Christmas. He was here past his birthday. Went and did his birthday, and then basically a couple days later, or I guess 5 days later, he passed away. The man was stubborn, but stubborn in a way that he showed cancer who's boss. Stubborn in a way that basically he showed that cancer doesn't rule you. You rule cancer. You can do what it takes within reason, obviously, because there is some diagnosis that basically you don't escape. But you can. There's things that apparently he showed that he could do, like extend that wonderful diagnosis that he got by quite a few years, actually. They said he didn't have long, and he outlived that and then some. He lived his life to the fullest. And it's a way that I would love to see a lot of people do, but myself included, we don't. And in fashion that he had, he actually left one last vlog one last blog, not vlog, because he wrote, not did video, on his website that he asked be posted after he passed. In typical Jim fashion, he had the last word after he passed. So thank you, Jim. For that, I drink in your honor. A shot of Kraken, the one that is attacking Alberta. Kraken attacks Alberta. Gotta love it. And Jim, for all the things you've helped me through, for all the things you've done, I drink this rum in salute of you. Cheers. Don't breathe in after that. Holy mackerel. All right. That being said, as I was trying to do this, I was trying to say I will be back in February for dry February. My donation site has been made, and apparently I don't know if it's over the next 48 hours, or 24 now, or over the period of the month, but donations that are made will be doubled. And again, I don't know if it's over the next 48 hours or whatever. Apparently, if I signed up at a certain time, my donations will be doubled. So that being said, I am going for a goal of $1,000 this year. And it's not 500 and 500. It's going to be $1,000 and they'll match it. Hopefully. I think. If I did this right. If not, I still will be going for a goal for $1,000. I put down $750 this year. But I'm going for $1,000. I do believe I surpassed that last year. How much did I make last year? I can't remember how much I made. I think I surpassed that. I can't remember. But we'll try and do it again this year. I will not be drinking for the month of February. There is golden tickets that you can give me, and I still will not drink. Though I've been very tempted because I've got family coming and I want to sit down at a pub with them and have a beer with them. But I don't think that would be anything, because I've never wanted to cheat, so to speak. I'm doing a dry February, full-on dry February. That's what I do. That's who I am, and that's how I do things. I will try to do some reviews. I know last year I did the hot sauce challenge. If someone donated $100 or $50 or whatever it was, and thanks to my mom, I had to do the bomb, and that sucked in a good way. It really did suck in a good way. But I don't know if I'll be doing anything like that this year. I think I will probably try and see if I can do some sort of review. Maybe if you donate a certain amount of money, I might actually make one of my secret recipes for food, like my cheese cocktail crisps, and film it. Or maybe I'll do Nanaimo bars. I always rant and rave about Nanaimo bars. Maybe I'll sit there and I'll do a video about Nanaimo bars and show you how I make them. I don't know. Because I learned what a double boiler was, and that helped me. Overall, I'll try and see what I can do, and we'll try and get something going with it. Tomorrow night is hopefully, if it doesn't get delayed again, the wrestling. We'll be back with the BCBWF, which is on Twitch. Hopefully that's back next week or tomorrow. But if it isn't, I will still be streaming on Twitch tomorrow night. And any drink I have tomorrow night will be a Village beer. So it could be one of the blacksmiths, it could be one of the blondes, it could be something, I don't know what. I will try and grab some beer from Village, and we'll celebrate Jim's life with Village beers tomorrow night. Overall, February 1st, again, I'll be starting. I'll be putting a link, probably not on this video, but on another one. And yeah, we'll go from there. We'll go from there. I don't have a glass. I need to get a glass. All right, I've got a glass. And yes, I'm wearing pajama pants. This glass is not been used in a while, so it's probably got dust in it. Whatever. It'll help the taste of the man crush. Yeah. So, tomorrow night, BCBWF. hopefully. If not, it'll be a stream of some kind because I did it last week and I actually had a great stream last week. If you caught it, great. If you didn't, I'll try and I'll post it here afterwards. But yeah, well, we'll be doing that. I'm just having a Man Crush Mandarin Ale from Sea Change right now. Really good. I'm glad I bought a 4-pack. This is actually really decent. What else is there? There really isn't much else right now. All I know is that I really will miss Jim. His soul was bright. He lit up a room whenever he came in and he said hi to whoever he could. He remembered you. He knew who you were. And by God, he was a brilliant and amazing man. So he will be missed in the community. He will be missed in Alberta. And he will be missed worldwide because there's a lot of people that actually got to know him too. So, that being said, I will be back tomorrow night on Twitch. We'll be doing some games. We'll be doing something. And until then, folks, thank you. I'm sorry for the somber little bit of it, but that hit home, hit hard, and I really kind of, yeah. I wasn't expecting that one. Nobody was, but, you know. I'm glad he's at peace now because he had a lot of years of suffering. But at the same point in time, it was sad to see. Wasn't shocking, we were all expecting it. But it still was sad to see. I mean, even he was expecting it because they told him, get your affairs in order because you have only so long. And he said, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I have as long as I want. Right until the cancer went, no, you've tried hard enough. It's time. So yeah, fuck cancer. And Canadian Cancer Fund is going to get more money from me in February. And Jim's now unfortunately been added to my list of people that I have lost due to cancer. Timing. Unfortunate timing, but timing. All right, folks. Till next time, I am Dan, a.k.a. the Western Canadian Crier, reviewer, whatever. We'll see you real soon. Thanks again for joining. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. And again, thank you very much for joining. Sorry, Somber. A little upsetting, but I had to put this out there because I promised myself I would do a video. I promised myself I would show that I had, that I was there. That I had everything that I needed to. That I was going to do this. And that news hit and I didn't want to break that promise to myself or to you guys. So, Dry Feb coming. Jim, you'll be sorely missed. And I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here. Cheers, everybody.